Hi, my name is Maria and I have been a teacher for the past 2 years, and I've developed this growing passion working with ELLs, English language learners, during their English acquisition process. I believe that English acquisition the process must be very effective in order for my students to be successful academically. This lesson that I'm about to present was created with English language learners who are at the college level in mind. They are also at the upper intermediate English proficiency level. This lesson focuses on reading comprehension and would give extra support to my ELLs in this area. I believe that in order to build comprehension, in order for my English language learners to build comprehension skills, to develop these skills, we first need to focus on fluency, or even during the comprehension process we need to focus on fluency. Therefore, the objective of this lesson is that at the end of this lesson, my students will be able to read a text with a certain level of fluency and use comprehension strategies that I'm about to teach them, and techniques learned to comprehend what was read. As the teacher, I believe it is very important to model for my students what is expected of them. Therefore, my lesson will begin where I would do and my students would follow. So I would read to model fluency first, and they would follow, they would look on and get an idea of what it is like to read with fluency. So this is a passage I will be reading to start off the lesson as they follow along. After which, because fluency is not the main focus, my focus is reading comprehension. After this, after reading this passage, I would model to them comprehension questions and the way in which we can answer them. So the passage is, I'm leaving to Ibaza on Monday at 8 and coming back on Friday night. I'm staying at the Hotel Paradise where I'm meeting my friends to talk about business. The next day we're playing tennis, and in the evening my friend is having a party to celebrate his birthday. He doesn't know it, but a beautiful woman's coming to dance. Next, I would have my students, I would show this video where my students would read along to build their fluency as well, and also we would do some echo reading where they would follow what the video says. So they would read, the video would read, the person in the video, and then they would follow along by reading so that they can build their fluency as well. Then I would focus on comprehension. So some of the questions I would ask, what am I doing based on the passage that was just read? And the reason why I added visuals or pictures is so that my ELLs can understand. The answer will be, I am leaving on Friday to return on Saturday. So by seeing a car and a airplane, they would understand that this means to go away. To leave means to go away. Next question, where am I staying? Hotel Paradise. So by showing a picture of the hotel, they understand this hotel is this building with all these rooms where I can go to stay. Why am I staying at the Hotel Paradise? The answer, based on the passage, is that I'm meeting with some friends to discuss business. And based on this picture, they would get the idea that I'm meeting with friends to discuss business. What are we doing the next day? The next day, the passage says, the text says that we are going to play tennis, and then we'll be celebrating a birthday party, having a birthday party for one of my friends. So based on these two visuals, they would understand playing tennis and celebrating someone's birthday. What secret is being kept from the friend? A beautiful woman is coming to dance. So by they seeing this, they would understand what a beautiful woman means, and also dance, because she is a dancer. Next, I would go on to we do, where I would have my students form a circle, and we participate in an activity called beach ball. This would help to build their comprehension as well. The rules are that they would form a large circle around the room. I would read a story while they listen. Then this beach ball with questions, comprehension questions, would be thrown from student to student until all the questions on the ball have been answered, or at least all the students have gotten a chance. This is the story I would focus on. I would read something fun and exciting, even though it's college kids, but they are at the upper intermediate level of English proficiency. So I would read something simple, yet fun, and a bit challenging for their level. The story would be The Tortoise and the Hare. After reading this, I would read, or I may ask my ELLs to read a line or two each until the story has been read. The Tortoise and the Hare. After the story has been read, next, the story starts off. There once was a speedy hare who bragged about how fast he could run. And then we'll read all the way to the end. Next, in the circle, we would throw the ball and questions would be answered. Now the question, wherever your right thumb lands, that's the question you would answer. So for example, if I catch a ball, my question would be, who are the main characters in this story? So my answer will be the tortoise and the hare. These are the main characters. Then I would throw the ball to another ELL, another student, and he or she would have to answer the question where his hand rested. For example, another question, what is the setting? So they would have to explain the setting of the story. After this is done, then my students would be engaged in individual work, where it will be time for they to do, you do. And this will be in the form of a formative assessment, after which you would answer comprehension questions after reading independently. I would go to this website, read along. It's a website for adult English language learners where they can read along with stories, build their fluency as well as more so their comprehension skills. Now this is one example of a story that I would use. I would have them sit, they would read, they can play along with the video. They can play the video, and listen along and read along as the person reads. Then they have a chance to click and read again. So they would be building their fluency as well as having a chance to go over the story so that they would be able to comprehend what is being said even more. Next, I would have the questions, comprehension questions. For example, this story is based on caffeine, some of the effects of caffeine, and some of the reasons why individuals prefer using caffeine. One question, why do some people like to use caffeine? They have to give at least 3 reasons. So what they would do, go back to the story, they may review and then answer these comprehension questions. And this is where I would be able to test my ELLs, my English language learners, and be able to assess their level of comprehension at the end of the lesson. If needs be, then I would go over the lesson, or I would create another lesson where I can help develop even more comprehension skills. Thank you for listening. I hope this video is helpful.